Danganronpa.
Why not? Danganronpa, trigger happy havoc.
Danganronpa.
Okay, we don't have to hear the music anymore. Oh yeah. Okay, so hello everybody, it's Will the Wither Potion, yet here again with Danganronpa, trigger happy havoc. And we're just gonna continue. Chapter 2, Daylight Morning. Continue. Ah, Makoto. Oh, wait, what? Oh yeah. Are you okay?
Hey!
Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hirohina, Sakura, and Byakuya. You are the only ones here. Where's everyone else? Hello, I see you there. By the way, my stream doesn't match up to the real time, so it comes a bit late. Just to let everybody know. Either they are off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they fall victim to something that Monokuma mentioned. There's something?
Perhaps.
It can't be. Had it happened again? Murder? After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive the thought away. Hello, Famo. So if something really happened, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday?
Huh?
It can't be. That stuff is bunch of old memories. Just old memories. Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook. Do you realize how dangerous that is?
What the heck?
Why didn't you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
Did you forget this isn't a co-op game? It's every man for himself. What good goes it to, what good does it do me to go out of my way to help you?
Just the worst.
Stop saying that already. There's something wrong with him, for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
It's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right, let's split up and begin looking. A game is afoot. Searching time. So what am I meant to do? honestly I have no idea what I'm supposed to do right now. Let's go here and let's see what Byakuya has to say. Because I remember something. Hello. There's nothing here interesting, don't you agree? You should go look somewhere. Okay. Where am I supposed to go then? Nope. Hina. That's Sakura. I'm not saying anything. Let's just check out places to see.
So,
I knocked on all doors, but nobody answered. Did they really see that? But the second floor is the school. That's one place new to us. Seems natural place for. Okay, so second floor it is. Okay, let's go here. Search mode. Okay. What's this? Nothing. Where am I meant to look at? Maybe here. Seems not. I am lost. Hole. Huh? The door's open, but aren't these supposed to lock? Huh? What the?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Oh, it is a murder. Investigation.
It's all clear now.
Just Byakuya.
I see.
Judging from said there's no that a murder is taking place. Ooh, something interesting. Why am I excited about a murder? Don't question it. Come on. In the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start at Taylor Girl's locker. He was muttering if he talking to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girl's locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Murder happened. Oh, no. Oh, Chihiro, no. Oh. I don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But soon as I did... A wild, almost tremulous scream escaped from my mouth. Okay then. I tried to suppress my scream, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand,
Very strange.
most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost he was watching this unfold in front of the TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something has written the wall in blood. Bloodlust. The brutal way to kill someone. No, it's beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her, how could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder's way far too bizarre for any day amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Saga, this murder was not a crime of passion, of necessity. Huh? Okay.
Interesting.
It's almost if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. Before I could even begin to clear my head.
What the heck?
Hey, I heard Skin did something. Ah! Chihiro! Ding dong, ding dong.
A body has been discovered.
Yep.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Yippee-ki-yay. What the hell was that?
What?
That's right, when you were entering a site, yeah, cause so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search of the portrait can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly. Is the body discovery announcement, then Chihiro is really is
Naturally.
dead. Yes. Before you start scheming your head off, go around everyone up. Let's see, so another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Tag a bottle up the locker room. Just give me a sec. Okay. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear and anger. We all just stood together around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. There's another victim. It seems we are now in the same position once again. Fuck.
What the?
What the fuck is this?
What?
This is a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Shut up. Exactly, but I still don't hear like. They just investigate. For now, pay attention to the wall, huh? As I said, there's a war written there. The wall. Okay. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So,
I don't think it's a dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, there's a thing about writing bloodlust in blood Doesn't it sound kind of familiar? Murderous Fiend kills again and again using bizarre brutal method. And at the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. There are ghosts attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer?
What?
Genocide Jack. Genocide. The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is a copycat flat trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style. But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's a work of the real Genocide Jack.
What?
The real... Wait, you're saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. But going so far to write bloodlust in the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
Can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with stupid murder.
Please!
What is it now? Toko. Ina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive and now she was just standing. No, why? Why? Gadunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. Ina rushed over the cop's dog and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I remember what she said about she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh,
So he say homophobic? I imagine she doesn't not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violence at all, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. Now I think it should be okay. The reckons of him sleeping, like on purpose. Oh, since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. And as if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was lying. It was such a strange reaction, it was total loss of forward. She leaped right straight into the air, changing her stance as she did. Oh damn. In no time flat she was just standing up. Ignoring her physical condition, she had to go through her motion were totally haphazard. What? Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just shocked. You know, it happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Yeah. Wow, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Oh, shoot.
what the heck?
She must have hit her real hard when she fainted. There were a front and back, a top inning and the bottom, a sea of truth and web of lies. What?
Well,
That was really hard. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter all. That's a good thing, right? Yeah.
I see!
It's clear to me everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best to take her back to her room for the time being.
so,
I don't mind talking to her, but could somebody help me? Even if I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Ah, she totally ignored me. Very well. You take off the girl and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Well, as a crossing, then the mastermind isn't behind. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by some among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course!
Right, that's right. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because
Yoo-hoo!
that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again. Is that why you're saying another one of us? A fellow classmate? What? Doesn't that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? My water. Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry. What?
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing, give us what we came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Shortage, chum.
It's the
Allow
Monokuma
me to present
file!
the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya
So
later!
please do your very tip-top best on this investigation. And he's gone.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Well, we gotta if, unless you wanna die. Examine the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this, I can't take it anymore.
Oh!
I hate it too.
Help me!
I've had it, I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's no way to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After our blood is just a liquid. Our body is just simple. Okay, that you just went too far. You're very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such
Fine,
ignorance.
then go and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is just an object.
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect, or I'll beat you some into ya.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Byako,
Because
if we don't resolve the mystery and find out the killer, our lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Jack is somehow one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
Huh? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if one went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? A new brew has been added.
So then...
In this case, why not limit to one person?
Hey!
Well, in good mystery, you don't want to miss out at least the potential of us serial killer angle.
Yeah.
Just one wouldn't totally hurt that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Careful now. I'll catch up to you guys at the class trial. I can't say understand what he's thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could be still in danger.
Interesting.
Which definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut up, man.
So,
For now, talk on me and talk off to her. Nice, I'm getting dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Toads, what? Oh, my internet just cut out for a sec. I just noticed it in the chat. Oh, that ain't good. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her to the afterlife. That's true, I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigation time. First of all, I better check Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated around 2 AM. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room, the 2nd floor of the school. Cause of death was blown on the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. What did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Ah,
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. No, I just...
Stop talking.
Machine have some limited use, which is why I have chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting to come with you. You're doing it the most arrogant way possible.
Let's go.
And then shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but looks like we'll be working with Byakuya on this one. There's a dumbbell on the floor and this is a bloodstain. The bloodstain on the dumbbell. Monokuma, a blow on the head with a blunt object. What killed her? Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell. Okay. There's a poster got some blood on it. It must have been what happened during the murder. I could feel life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more strange it all seems. This must be General Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we are still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about it. There's flesh bloodstain in the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. I use this locker all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and then carried. She was very light, that's true. It would have been hard for someone to carry her, that's true.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot about how she wants to get stronger. You mean she's gotten heavy exercise? But according to Monogramma, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Ina or myself are using the locker room during the day. So she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. Instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
Perhaps, but the difficult for me is to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needs support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have had someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura second, I did. No, dude had real complex about being weak. I heard Chihiro talk about that. All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned, but she was a girl after all. Most girls are that strong. I don't know, man, I have really thought about that stuff. That cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't wonder what it might be. Mondo account. I believe it's about time of the movie. Already?
what?
New clues want not a clip here by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're serious, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with a wrong person at least. So this is our next location. Is this place related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Maybe this one used to know impossible it was true here. Would have been robbed of the holes. Not it. Come on, then we have to check. If I remember, the card reader is meant to work with our handbook, right?
What?
Do you have any issue with it? If so, you can take up with Monokuma. He said that then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called him. He has he been domesticated? What?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. and it's impossible for two people in a row go through while doors unlocked, correct? Is there some
Unbelievable.
sort of erotic terrorism on the prowl? The ceiling mounted Gatling gun would indicate a wish cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else's handbook. Correct?
Of course.
Correct. So then, that means only girls go into girls' locker room and only boys can go to the boys' locker room. In other words, you hear a body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makara, I can see right through you. See through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to regulation. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only that loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of a noble Zokami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would have bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? Add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. What? Now then, since they can't actually talk, they are not people anymore. They are things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it good. Wait, hold on. You're saying there's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone else, then that means someone would have been able to loan it. So
Why?
I was sleepy. Just listening to you makes me wanna pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or I'll charge you with the criminal negligence. What? No more questioning. Figure it the rest on your damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculty, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. Main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Okay then. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for? Does it mean I have to figure out myself? Well, I already know it's this. There's a mailbox here. Could it have something? It's an e-handbook. No wait, there's 3 of them, but they... what are they doing? So you finally found them. But do you know this were here, Byaku? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 hands belong to Junko, Leon and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I may turn off one of the handbooks then. You're right, it's Sayaka's one. Do you understand this the key to the loophole of the diary of your diary? I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else is perfectly fine. I see, yeah, I understand. Main hall e-handbooks.
What?
Hold. Wait. Huh? What's
Very strange.
outside one of the handbooks? Won't turn on. Is it broken? What is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's.
I see.
It would make sense if, after all, he did pummel with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which Leon led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind conquered. A cruel, heartless death. You're right, it would be surprising for a handbook to break during
Damn it!
Hey, hey!
Making me. Now I'm real.
What? That handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, supervision. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break it, then it wouldn't friggin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseball you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. But yeah, even my amazing handbook does have one weakness. It does.
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want to ever break any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon's must have broken somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection with the case, so it doesn't matter right now. Things are either way something to bother us. Broken handbook. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation to earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Ah, not quite. Well then, what is it? What do you mean by that, to be exact? Sir, I want to reveal Chihiro's story, but precisely. I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. Know that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. The murderer's fiend is Genocide Jack.
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal method. They are a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he killed thousands of people, but that's could be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder, but words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it. I can show you. Oh, do you really think that it...
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay. there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take it. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence, does that hurt? Something like that, really. Hey, you two. Big trouble, I need your help.
I don't have time to play
You're
with you.
busy, leave us alone.
'Cause, I mean...
It's an emergency. Come on, please, you gotta help.
Please!
What? Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Please!
There's serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Calm down, okay?
'Cause, I mean...
It's an emergency. An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. And I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Bia?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a serum to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Yeah. I didn't expect that. I thought he'd just say no and that would be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, hurry. Right first.
Let's go.
Looks like she handed to the dorms Toko's room, most likely. Alright. Is Toko inside? It's kind of an...
Such ignorance.
You're talking my wrong person, waste of space. Sure, too slow. You can just do. So what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened with Girls Recon, we left Toko in her room and so she could lay down. After a while we came back to check and, see what's going on. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Let's give it a shot. There we go. Door swung open slowly and silent. Oh. Echo. Holy crap. The aura of negativity flowed behind the door, forcing gas out.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Okay. And I already know what that was all about, but I'm not gonna spoil it. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She has been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderers, please. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But I felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. Couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the Seoki Generous really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko is so scared?
But...
Whatever it is, I am really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to pursue her? Maybe you could ask her to come have a room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
Huh?
Oh yeah. You're gonna talk to her, Byaku? Well, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byaku stood in front of the door, not making a sound, pressed the door. After a few moments.
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're so... back cool.
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry, never again. I won't let Genosec have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Bear couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Byakuya, what's talking about? Something about a promise.
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya said, Byakuya, I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let anyone say anything. He just kept walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. There's no... Oh. Well, I got a coin. I remember on the side of this door. It's another corner. Where if I can go inside? Oh, here.
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Oh, there's so many books and files. And so much dust too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. If you pay attention, you're I'm sure discover values. Wooden box exactly. Although judging by as much as it looks like there was something inside. Wonder what. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It was proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord. This shelf stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one of them. Yeah, sharp eye did select that file.
that's right.
That's the report of presidential assassinations. They originally kept in the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up for peeking at it. Without making sound, I written the file myself. There's so many files. What's all this?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They all detail all people who control the power from behind the scenes. Dangerous proof of for commanders. I mean, like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with the real power. The secret control ever from the shadows. If you are ready to this up here for it, take a look. There is very interesting people in there. It is scary, am I? I'll just let go. Oh, it's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library.
What?
Do you have a problem with the lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought the good use. Oh, I got a coin. There's a ton of thick file stuff in the bookshelf. If you're looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos, all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of any normal person would ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different court cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They are not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. How are you configured to understand the true splendor of this library? This entire reason I was interested in this library is because it's room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit in your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose to show how much power Hope Speak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use, I can't keep up with all this, just too what's wrong? You can stay and leave it. How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean unusual? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull any punches, do you? Besides, what you are consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have read multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? All of this has to be like top secret conventional stuff, right? So my family has a reading room just like this to our home. Ours bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of Tokami family have access any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words,
We're told that there's a secret council that controls the one from the shadows. My family a member of that council, and I have within me the bloodline that will allow me one day bend the law to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forward. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials interest me. Which, as I proclaim without a doubt, that their materials gather all the rest of them. This beyond belief, Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And always interests me most is the cold case police reports. Reading through those reports has been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. Among all of those reports, one of my recent favorites, the Genocide Jack's case. As he told me, I could grab the specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack case has been completed. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack matter. First characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written victims on blood. The second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Blood runs on the wall, the body is suspended. Exactly the same as what happened to Hero. Say, you're surprised, the best part is yet to come. And first, second character where the victim was rendered are the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other high-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, when the news, no one line, nobody knew about aspect of each crime. The only key officials, the killer himself, knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was certainly mounted in this fashion. How could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
The culprit isn't the copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. That Genocide Jack really is such a brutal fiendish killer, really is walking among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? Never imagine a killer with such reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be a good take your look? What have you seen? You might manage to figure out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you go down on your knees and back, I might show you, miss. Yeah. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't back, but it's I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look there, but don't take it with you. Pia can hand me the file and flip it through with tense, nervous fingers. And lay my hands up, reach the page with photos of the crime have been collected. Jesus Christ, that is fucking brutal. The names of genocide victims on for several pages. Ken Harada 32, Tetsun Honara 17, Hochikaku 23, Kanagi Sei 14, Takeyoshi 3rd. Machitaro Takefumi Kuno Jidana Naho Hisa, Taketsumasa Mune Yuto Yumichime. There was no end to it. But one of them perfectly as I read. Is all the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, you'll find an interesting next page. Profiling results. Most occurrences took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time killings take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be isolated. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but then when they did leave, they were in a panic. Therefore, an eyewitness has never come forward. It's unlikely ever an external reason for this. This is confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from a dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the couple may have a split personality. A split person, like the kind of you see on TV, and part and matter. Totally unbelievable story. Oh my eyes. But this is one way more unbelievable than anything else. No? Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Where are we going? I knew about here and we have finished our business. Wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurry up the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just because I don't like that.
I don't have time to play
Come
with
on,
you.
enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd better together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly he asked me to join him, he cut off me. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I've uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Turns out checked. He is one of the killers together. That murderous is one of us. But who is it? I have to find it no matter what it takes. To do that, there's somewhere I have to go one more time. I have to go back to the crimes in the girls' locker room. I should hit the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up. Some more if might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Let's do this guy.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Ding ding ding, if we must discover evidence revealing true identification.
I feel as if...
Another stat increased for me. Evidence, what did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it! I'm
Like
sure of it!
Currently, what I found was still the killer's breath from his lungs. Very sure about Yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What is she?
Well,
She appears
it
to
would
tell me.
seem...
It's like when girl bullies boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, where's Celeste? Where's how was it done? She was there, but I'm not there. It's gonna take on to the first boys locker room. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Yeah. This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker. I don't see anything worthwhile. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your
Indeed.
Generally speaking,
However,
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something to say symptoms. What is?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just research on the murder. But
so then,
before I have to give a piece of advice. You should take some Chihiro's story one more time, truly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might determine.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. That vehicle left the gross shopper. I guess I thought not that body then. But Chihiro's is missing. That's definitely worried. Chihiro's handbook has been edited through CPKI. It's a bloodstain. The blood must know about the blood. But the big breasted wingsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Girls locker room doesn't really suit that kind of place you find something like this. But wait, that reminds the poster in other locker rooms. That's right, there's something like this. The boys locker room, there's a poster of popular boy band. And the girls locker room, there's a poster of a big breasted swimsuit. But the poster have been switched. But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Sakura! You spend a lot extra days in the girls' locker room, right?
Of course.
I use it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the poster of the boys and girls could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can really say I never paid attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something being bothering me about the locker room. You see, I drink plain coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee. In the warehouse, it's not the highest quantity, but I don't have all other options. Mix protein powder with coffee, down a glass of it. Anyway, and the other day I spilled some on the carpet in girls' locker, and it left a stain. I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly. I noticed the stain was this clear. I could only assume someone came along and cleared it up. But still, is it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. This brain stain has. Mondo, do you have anything new? Oh, the same thing. Examine. Koyaku said I examine the body one more time. Said thoroughly, but I don't have my limits. Well, I better get it ready. I haven't been found with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope used to prop her up in it's kind of cruel position. Huh? This rope is a plug. Wait, so this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow on the head, which means Bone struck her on the head only to kill her. That's right, there is here been suspended and the fatal blow. First, I don't see any reason I think how they did that. But seeing them again after looking through the genocide check file, something not quite right. What does all that mean? Okay. well, and most likely tie these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure out that, there's a certain place I need to revisit to look over again. Plus I might look at Jen's sex file one more time. Oh yeah, you're Celeste. I need to find her. Okay, let's go to dine. Let's go to the warehouse first. There's the laundry. And that's the warehouse. Celeste, what are you doing? This fair is amazing. It has absolutely everything one could need delivered. A full from fruit to clothes to towels. There's any supply to choose from. Is it by? Have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you an only.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. Okay,
indeed.
this was right before nighttime.
Hmm? What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket in her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stopping to exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broke the rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparent. She went to the girls' locker room at night in order to examine exercise without anyone knowing. What's the strange thing is there was no trace of track jacket or a duffel bag Sailor said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean killer would have been gotten rid of it somehow. So a second. Okay, now Hina has something to say. Wait, what? Wrong room. Why? No, I don't wanna be. How did I? How the hell did I? What confusion. Hina. Oh, Hina. How's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps mumbling about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. Left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah!
But don't worry, I'm gonna head back soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
I don't. Yes, donuts. Of course. Oh, there's 2 things I'm sure got created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked it more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend time with her. Well, I did, and you didn't, so heh. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Well, she was with Strange. They didn't really hang out with other girls much. Because she was trying to keep her distance from us. And actually Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's true. And it wasn't us either, it was she stayed away from all of the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. It wasn't it kinda weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex. Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law all says you can judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never saw her as that kind of girl. What next? What next? Oh yeah, library. Just checking. Oh, yes, I need to go to the arc. There's a thick layer of dust on top of this. Maybe there's something to it. There's not. The lamp won't turn on. I see, it's not plugged in. A lamp cord isn't enough to reach the outlet from here. But last night I saw it, it was definitely on. It doesn't light right here. Yes, our vehicle was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here right now. I wonder if... I want to take another look at Genocide Jacket case file. I know it was somewhere. Ah, it's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? The only one who would do something like this. I can't think anyone but Yakuya. Danger! Oh yeah!
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Hey!
It's the moment you've all been waiting for!
Yeah.
The class trial!
Yes!
You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Yep. Begin with the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Ooh, the red so everyone ready or to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo,
Yeah, Toko not here.
Huh?
And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'll go ahead and drag her out of her kicking and screaming. And just like that, in a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko. I told he didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you dragged a girl around. Terrible, you terror. Huh, are you ready? Okay, then huddle into the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. Yeah,
Let's
down
go.
there. So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek, nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill her, a girl like that. That murder is one of them. Someone standing right here. I have no choice, right? I have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod to reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as I was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle of my emotion, I couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking jumps deeper and deeper. And as we sped, we went deeper and the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and they continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, bang! It came to a sudden stop. What do you think? It's redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good.
nice.
You're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all.
Well,
Okay, then let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills,
Please
kills!
find your assigned seats. Oh boy, oh. Hello, Antti. I see you. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal. Deadly right, deadly defense, deadly faith, deadly class trial. Ilta. Do you have skills? I do not. Finish preparation. Alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
No, I don't have to
So,
speak that.
your votes will determine the results.
Yeah, we
If
all-
you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First we have to make clean what was used to develop the fatal blow. Make your argument.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Ah.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the...
And the view.
What kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood,
Yeah, that's
and there was
kinda
nothing
obvious.
else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You
looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
Well, somebody has to do it.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
No, really?
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
No. Can I check the fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? Sure. So am I supposed to just press V to slow everything down?
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Bam!
No, that's wrong. I might know one reason he could be involved.
Well, what do we do?
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kinda weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Yeah, sure.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Yeah, sure. Why do I have to tell something that you know? The other characteristic for every genocide case which the world doesn't know. Spell.
I got it!
Got it!
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Then how do we know about it? Oh yeah. The file is just in the library.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
It's you.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko
Whoa,
Fukawa.
what a shocker!
You lie!
What?
Oh man, this just took
Hey,
it all time.
okay,
Wait, hold on a sec. Toko
Yeah.
has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Because everything is complicated. It's a riddle for sure. I feel like I understand it. That means that there is multiple people. Hangman's Gambit. What? I have no idea. Yes. Oh, it is. Skiff? What?
Now I understand.
How did I get... I am extremely confused.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Ooh, interesting.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Come on, things show good.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She went bonkers. I'm fine. Yeah! Oh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you there? Yeah! She must have had her really hard. What? Yeah, I don't wanna. Yeah, I just don't wanna.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Oh, I almost... I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh, not denying.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry, never mind. I won't let Genocide come.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless.
Oh,
what a disappointment.
Oh no.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Oh?
The person? You don't...
Taka Borenselli bonk. He thought they could across the courtroom, but next second... Oh ha ha, prepare for... Hello!
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Yep.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
It's a split personality.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Well, that's a personality.
Intense.
You tell me.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
How did her tongue get so long?
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
I guess. Well, she is freaking... Is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, that's good.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Well, the police are amazing.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Jeez.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's still right about, but that's still bothering me. What she said, I remember detailed. And how the heck do I slow this again? Because there was a button for it.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
Fine.
Shoot!
I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Nope.
No, that's wrong!
Full counter!
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Oh.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Well, I already know what that is. The photos.
I got it!
Yeah, good.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
What?
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Please continue. It's actually
So,
pretty good.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
The photos and there's difference.
I got it!
Got it.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Ooh, I wonder what it is. Maybe it's this cross.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
That's...
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all dudes.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let me see. There's patterns around the Chinese attack. Essentially, look at names every victim. You'll notice. I think I figured.
I got it!
Got it.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Yeah, give me the money.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all freaking dudes. I'm not gonna do those again.
They were all guys?
Yep.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
You don't seem to be.
The hell is wrong with you?
Everything.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
What?
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Yeah, why? Just use a gun.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da!
Skadoosh.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you!
Okay.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or...
Oh, no, there is one more person. One more person could have copied the exactly. Nope, nope, nope. Oh yeah.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yep.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Okay.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
The locker room starts suspicious, very suspicious. Wouldn't you agree? It seems nobody searched the locker room, so let's start with yours.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Yeah.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear, whatever it is. True flashback. New weak spot on Houghton. The new members have weak spot. Okay. Okay. Interest.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Well, I didn't find anything.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for... What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Shoot!
Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
If you're presented with the opportunity to check...
That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro.
What?
No, that's wrong!
Okay, I'm interested to see what this is.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Oh!
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Big A attitude? It's more he doesn't even care. I've gone corner, but he's acting like he has nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Difference between... Okay, and I have to remember there's a flashback thing. Oh, she's still home.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong! Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Yeah, you
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. And I'm gonna leave it there because I am getting very tired. So, sorry for the cliffhanger, but... Well, that's about it. So, thanks everybody for watching. It was Will the Wither Potion.